A thought just came into my head, and I figured instead of letting it stay in my head, I'd record it now. And it's funny because it kind of has to do with the topic that I'm going to be talking about, which, if you've seen the title, you already know exactly what I'm going to say. But I preface that with a lot of the content that I make, I really make it for myself. Like if you go to my Instagram bio, you see the first line says, I make content for my younger self, because I feel like as a human, and specifically as a creative, we a lot of times go through very similar things, very similar emotions. And I figured if I can be just one voice in this creative space that can not only let people see where I've been and kind of take a shortcut to avoid certain things, but also just to be a voice of relatability, to say like, man, I can relate to what that guy's saying, but also I'm telling you like, hey, I've also, or I'm currently going through that thing as well. So it's okay. It's normal. But the biggest thing for me that I catch myself doing is I overthink a lot of things. And I've said this before, but I think I'm going to say this until I die. I just overthink things. And that will get me to a place where I'll consume stuff because I have ideas, whether it be videos, podcasts, written material, whatever it may be. I'll consume things, and that consumption will make me feel like I'm being productive, like I'm chasing the thing, that I'm going after the goal. And to be honest, as much as we want to convince ourselves of that, it's really not the case. I think that we can feel like we're being productive, but we're not. And instead of consuming first and then creating, I think we should flip it on its head and say we should create first and then consume. Here's an example. Say I want to go learn pickleball, fastest growing sport in America right now, or it was. I hope it still is. Instead of saying, hey, I want to go and learn pickleball, let me watch these videos, let me read these books, let me watch or listen to this podcast, I would challenge you to actually go and do the thing first. Go on the court. Just step on the court. No paddle, no ball. Go to a public place where they play and just show up. Because what's going to happen is then you're going to start to realize the things you actually need to learn. You're going to get around the people, and then you'll know the questions to ask, and you'll know the answers you need to get. A lot of times we don't even know where to start. We're just consuming stuff thinking that it's productive, but it's not. So I just want to challenge you with this video, and more so challenge myself and remind myself, like, dude, stop consuming content. You've consumed enough already. You've scrolled enough already. You've been on these apps enough already. It's time to get in the game. Stop being on the sidelines. Stop thinking because you're on the sidelines taking notes that you're really learning. You're not. There's this thing called on-the-job training, which I feel like is the best way to learn something. It's saying, hey, I've heard about this thing. I've maybe read up on this thing, but now I'm going to get in to the game. I'm going to get on the job, and I'm going to actually learn, because the real way that we can learn and gain wisdom is through experience. You've been there, right? Where you can learn something and you think you've got a grasp on it, but it's not until you're actually doing the thing that you're like, okay, this is way different than I thought. And I can actually confidently say that I know what I'm doing because I've done it this many times. So I would say, just get in the game. Just get some skin in the game. Just go out there and make mistakes. A lot of times we it's rooted in, we don't want to fail. Our bodies have been created to not want to feel those negative emotions of failure, of disappointment, of doubt, of uncomfort. But I'm telling you, when you get past all of that, you're going to gain growth. You don't gain growth without pain. And another thing I want to say is, for me personally, I like to say like, oh, I'm a perfectionist. I've heard people say that too, right? Like, oh, I'm a perfectionist. I like to do things a certain way before I release them, whatever. Really, perfectionism is rooted in just being scared. It's rooted in fear. because we're scared of what people are going to think. So we think by us taking our time with something and doing it this way and that way, whatever, oh, people are going to, receive it a certain way. Like that's not true. I'm telling you, that's not true. Just put it out there and iterate off of what you put out. We don't know how someone's going to react unless we put it out. But even beyond that, who cares what people think? If you can put your stamp of approval, put your name on it, and be confident in what you release and put out there, then that's all that matters. You can't control what people view. You can't control whether they like it or comments on it. You can't control any of that. All you can do is take responsibility for what's in your hands, which is the actual creation, the creating of the thing. And then you just put it out and see what happens. And through that, you just trial, error, just put stuff out and learn from what you put out. But I would say you've done enough already. You've scrolled enough already. I hope this video is the last video that you watch and it gets you going and gives you a spark to say, you know what, I want to go and I want to get that thing done right now. You know what it is. You know, it's been in the back of your mind. The goal you want to achieve, the dream you want to chase, the project you want to start. Maybe it's building your personal brand. Like, stop thinking about it and just start doing it. And I'm telling you, if you start right now, today, a year is going to pass by no matter what, right? It's 2025. You may be watching it another time, but right now it's 2025 for me. 2026 is going to happen whether I like it or not. So why would I waste time? Time slows down for nobody. It stops for nobody. I'm just going to take today and take advantage of this moment and say, you know what, today is day one of the thing that I want to do. And instead of thinking I'm productive by consuming content or scrolling through content, I'm really just going to put my head down, get to work, get in the game, and actually do the thing. Because when you actually do the thing, that is where you and I can experience real growth.